So the question is, Samir, Yasmin and Saloni were partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 4:3:3. Okay. On 31st March 2016, their balance sheet was as follows. So old balance sheet of the partners is given in the question, right? So this is the old balance sheet. Then they are telling on the above date, Samir was retired and it was agreed that debtors of rupees 4,000 will be written off as bad debts and a provision of 5% on debtors for bad debts will be maintained. Okay, first of all we have to write off certain amount as bad debts, then we have to check with the provision. We already have one provision in the balance sheet. Okay, so then we have to check the what is the difference here. Clear? Then an unrecorded creditor of rupees 20,000 will be recorded. Okay, so this is easy. Then patents will be completely written off and 5% depreciation will be charged on stock, machinery and building. Okay, so here we have to completely write off the patents. It means patents will be valueless now. Okay, they won't have any value. Then we have to charge depreciation on certain assets. Then Yasmin and Saloni will share future profits in the ratio of 3:2. So new profit sharing ratio is given in this question. Okay, so we have to do a working note for finding out the gaining ratio, right? Then goodwill of the firm on Samir's retirement was valued at rupees 5,40,000. Okay, again goodwill of the firm is given, so we will find out Samir's share of goodwill in the working notes, right? Then we are asked to prepare revaluation account, partners capital accounts and balance sheet of the reconstituted firm. Okay, so we'll start with preparing a revaluation account. So the first adjustment here is relating to debtors, right? First of all, check the value of debtors in the balance sheet. 90,000 rupees is the value of debtors. Clear? So in that they are telling 4,000 were written off as bad debts. Okay, so I hope you remember, right, what we usually do. First of all, we will be having the value of debtors. Okay, in that we will deduct if we have any bad debts, right? This will be deducted. Okay, then whatever the amount is remaining, if we have to create any provision, then the provision will be created on this amount, right? So if there is any provision, then we will deduct that. Remember, then if there is any discount, then we would deduct the discount, right? So again, whatever the value we will get, that will be the debtors, value of debtors. Okay, in case we have any bad debts recovered, then we would add it, bad debts recovered. Okay, so this is the process that we usually do. At last, the value that is remaining will be the value of debtors, right? Now in this question, debtors given are rupees 90,000, right? Then they are telling rupees 4,000 should be written off as bad debts. So first we'll deduct the bad debts, right? 90,000, sorry. So 4,000. Now the value of debtors remaining is 86,000, right? On this they are telling 5% of provision should be maintained, right? So what would be the 5% of 86,000? It will be rupees 4,300. Okay, you can calculate. So that is 4,300. So we have to maintain the provision up to this amount, right? But in the old balance sheet, we already have a provision of rupees 10,000, right? We should maintain the provision up to rupees 4,300, but we already have a provision up to rupees 10,000. So what we can do, we can deduct some of the amount from the old provision. Okay, so 10,000 minus 4,300, that will be 5,700, right? So a provision is reduced, it means our liability is reduced. We know that provision, all the types of provision are our liabilities, we know that, right? So here our provision is reducing. We already had the provision of 10,000. Now we are keeping provision up to rupees 4,300. So 5,700 rupees provision has been reduced. So liability has reduced. So we know that whenever the liabilities reduces, we take it on the credit side. See, assets reduces, liabilities increases on the debit side. Assets increases and liabilities reduces on the credit side. So liability is reducing, right? So PDD rupees 5,700. We also have bad debts. Bad debts should also be recorded, right? So bad debts on the debit side, because the value of debtors is reducing. Asset value is reducing. So bad debts rupees 4,000. I hope it's clear here. Bad debts reduces the value of debtors, so that is why we are taking it on the debit side. And PDD, there is a reduction in the provision. Okay, so that is why there's reduction in the liability. We have taken it on the credit side. Okay, then the second adjustment is an unrecorded creditor of rupees 20,000 will be recorded. Okay, so here they have creditors of rupees 1,10,000. In this, they have forgot to mention 20,000 rupees as creditors. Okay, so here we have to record that, right? So we are recording a liability. It means liability is increasing, right? So when liability increases, take it on the debit side as creditors rupees 20,000. Okay, then we have patents will be completely written off and 5% depreciation will be charged on stock, machinery and building. Okay, so first of all we'll do this one. Patents will be completely written off. Check the value of patents in the balance sheet. It's 60,000. So we have to completely write off the patents, means total 60,000 rupees should be written off. It means now the patents are valueless. Okay, so again the value of asset has been reduced. So on the debit side, patents rupees 60,000. Okay, then we have 5% depreciation will be charged on stock, machinery and building. Check the value of stock, it's 1 lakh. Value of machinery is 3 lakh and building is 2 lakh. So for all these three assets, we have to charge 5% depreciation. Okay, and we know depreciation means reduction in the value of asset. So on the debit side, so stock, value of stock given is 1 lakh rupees into 5% of that. Okay, it will be rupees 5,000, right? Then we have machinery. So value of machinery given in the question is 3 lakh rupees into 5% of that, right? That is 15,000 rupees. Okay, then we have building. Value of building given in the question is 2 lakh rupees into 5% of that will be rupees 10,000. Clear? Next. So next adjustment is Yasmin and Saloni share future profits in the ratio of 3:2. So new profit sharing ratio is given. This is not related to the revaluation account. Okay. Then we have goodwill. Again, goodwill is not related to revaluation account. Right. So we have taken everything which is related to revaluation account. Okay. So now what we have to do? We have to total. Okay. And obviously here we are getting more balance on the debit side. So debit side is bigger here. So the value total here is 1,14,000. Okay, 1,14,000. Now the balancing figure that we are getting is rupees 1,08,300. Okay, so this we treat it as loss, right? Loss on devaluation. This will be transferred to partners capital account. Okay, so it should be transferred to all the partners, right? So Samir, Yasmin and Saloni, right? So the total loss is 1,08,300 into old profit sharing ratio given in the question is 4:3:3. Okay, it means 4/10 for Samir, right? Total loss for Yasmin is total loss is 1,08,300 into Yasmin's share is 3/10 and Saloni's share is also 3/10. into 3 by 10. Okay, so when we will simplify this, we'll get the values as 43,320, 32,490 and 32,490. Clear? So this is how we do the revaluation account. Next, we'll move on to preparing partners capital account. Okay, so we usually know partners capital account starts with the balance brought down by the partners. Okay, that is capital brought down by the partners. Okay, capital given in the question is rupees 3 lakh for Samir, 2,50,000 for Yasmin and 1,50,000 for Saloni. Okay, so 3 lakh, 2,50,000 and 1 lakh for Saloni. Clear? Then, sorry, 1,50,000 for Saloni, not 1 lakh. 1,50,000 for Saloni. Okay. After this, we have to record the goodwill. After capital, we'll record the goodwill. For that, we have to do a working note, right? Okay. So, first working note is to calculation of retiring partner or Samir's share of goodwill. Okay, so goodwill of the firm is given, that is rupees 5,40,000. Okay, into we know the share of Samir, right? Old profit sharing ratio is 4:3:3. Okay, Samir is the first partner who is retiring, right? So his share will be 4 out of 10. It's 4 by 10. Okay, so when we'll simplify this, we'll get the value as rupees 2,16,000. Now this is the share of Samir, a share of goodwill of Samir. Okay, now this amount has to be contributed by the remaining partners, that is Yasmin and Saloni. Okay, in which ratio? In the gaining ratio, right? So usually if in question gaining ratio is not given, then what we will do? We will check if new profit sharing ratio is given or not. Okay, if that is given, then we'll find out the gaining ratio. If new profit sharing ratio is also not given, then we will consider old ratio as the gaining ratio, right? In this question, new profit sharing ratio is given, that is 3:2. Okay, so this is the new ratio, right? Now we'll find out the gaining ratio. Working note number 2, calculation of gaining ratio of Yasmin and Samir. Okay, we know the formula for gaining ratio, that is new share minus old share, right? So first let's find out for Yasmin. Yasmin's new share is 3 by 5. Yasmin is the second partner, right? So the ratio between Yasmin and Saloni is 3:2. So 3 by 5 for Yasmin minus her old share is this one, 3 by 10. Okay, so here the denominator is not same. We'll find out the LCM. LCM will be 10. So 5 2 times is 10, 10 1 times is 10. Okay, numerator 3 into 2 is 6 minus 3 into 1 is 3. Okay, so we'll get the answer as 3 by 10 for Yasmin. Okay, next for Saloni. Okay, her new share is 2 by 5 minus her old share is 3 by 10, right? So again LCM will be 10. 5 2 times is 10, 10 1 times is 10. Okay, numerator 2 into 4 is 2 into 2 is 4 minus 3 into 1 is 3. Okay, so 4 minus 3 will be 1 by 10, right? So the gaining ratio that we get is 3:1. Okay, now in this ratio, the remaining partners, that is Yasmin and Saloni, has to contribute the goodwill amount to Samir. Okay, now we'll go back to profit partners capital account, right? So on the debit side, mention as goodwill in bracket to Samir's capital account. Okay, now 2,16,000 rupees is the share of Samir's goodwill. Okay, so how much Yasmin should contribute? 2,16,000 into 3 by 4. Gaining ratio is 3:1, right? Into 3 by 4. Okay, so when we'll simplify this, we'll get the amount as 1,62,000 rupees for Yasmin. Okay, and Saloni, total share of goodwill is 2,16,000 into 1 by 4. Okay, so for Saloni, we will get 54,000 rupees. Now, Yasmin and Saloni should contribute 1,62,000 and 54,000 to Samir. Okay, now Samir is receiving the goodwill. So on the credit side, right? So goodwill by Yasmin's and Saloni's capital accounts, right? So in the amount column of Samir, total he is receiving 2,16,000 rupees. Clear? So goodwill is done. After that, we will record the profit or loss on revaluation, right? In this problem, we have loss on revaluation, right? So loss is 43,320 for Samir, 32,490 for Yasmin, and 32,490 for Saloni. Okay, so loss is recorded on the debit side, loss on revaluation. Okay, so 43,320 for Samir, 32,490 for Yasmin, and 32,490 for Saloni as well. Okay, loss on revaluation is done. Till now, capital is done, goodwill is done, profit or loss on revaluation is done. Okay, now check the balance sheet. So in this, we have general reserve, which has to be distributed among the partners. Amount is 60,000. So this 60,000 has to be distributed among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So general reserve, right? For first find for Samir, Yasmin and Saloni. 60,000 into 4 by 10. 60,000 into 3 by 10 and 60,000 into again 3 by 10. Okay, so the amount here will be 24,000 rupees for Samir. Okay, and 18,000 rupees for Yasmin, 18,000 rupees for Saloni. Clear? General reserve is completed. Again, check with the balance sheet. We don't have employees compensation fund, we don't have goodwill, but we have profit and loss account. So profit and loss account on the asset side means it's actually the loss, right? So this also should be transferred to the partners. So again, loss should be recorded on the debit side. So we'll write it as loss from P&L account. Okay, total loss was 50,000. So if we divide it according to their old ratio, we'll get the amount as 20,000, 15,000 and 15,000. Right, now everything is recorded here in the partners capital account. Okay, now just total the amount columns. So the total of Samir column is rupees 5,40,000. Total of Yasmin's column is rupees 2,68,000. And total of Saloni's column is rupees 1,68,000. 5,40,000, 2,68,000 and 1,68,000. Okay, so the balancing figure of Samir is rupees 4,76,680 rupees. So the balancing partner of retiring partner will be transferred to his loan account. So Samir's loan account. Clear? Now the balancing figure of remaining partners. For Saloni, the balancing figure is 58,610 rupees. Sorry, 510 rupees. Okay, and for Yasmin, it's 58,510. For Saloni, it's 66,510. So the balancing figure of the remaining partners will be called as balance carried down. This is the balancing figure. This is the new capital of the remaining partners. Okay, so all the three balancing figures will be transferred to the balance sheet, right? So at last we have to prepare the balance sheet, right? In order to prepare the new balance sheet, we have to refer the old one. So first we have creditors, right? So creditors value is 1,10,000. There is an adjustment relating to creditor, right? An unrecorded creditor of rupees 20,000 will be recorded, right? Here rupees 20,000 has not been recorded. So in the new balance sheet, we have to add it. Okay. So on the liability side, creditors, we already have 1,10,000 rupees as creditors. Then we should add the unrecorded creditors. Okay, rupees 20,000. So now the total value of creditors is 1,30,000. Right? Then after creditors, we have general reserves, rupees 60,000. This is already distributed. Okay, so this is already distributed. We will not take it here. Then we have capitals of the all the partners. Okay, so the capital or the retiring partners capital will not be existing, but we will record it as Samir's loan account. Okay, so this is the amount that we have to pay to Samir. So the here the balance is 4,76,680 rupees. So this we have to pay to Samir, 4,76,680 rupees. Okay, so information is not given that certain amount should be paid through bank, through cash, nothing is given. So whole amount we will transfer to his loan account itself. Okay, then the balancing figure of remaining partners will be the capital 58,510 for Yasmin, 66,510 for Saloni. Okay, we'll take it as capitals. For Yasmin, 58,510 rupees, and for Saloni, 66,510 rupees. Okay, so everything on the liability side is recorded now. Okay, now let's have a look at the asset side. Right, so on asset side, first we have cash. So there is no change in the value of cash, right? So 80,000 as it is. Then we have debtors. Okay, so there are adjustment relating to debtors. First we'll record cash, rupees 80,000 as it is. Okay, then we have debtors. Now see here, already we had debtors up to 90,000 rupees. In that 4,000 rupees were deducted as bad debts. Okay, then we had to create a provision of rupees 4,300. Not create, we had to maintain the provision up to rupees 4,300. Okay, so simplify this, we'll get the value of debtors as rupees 81,700. Clear? So nothing complicated, just deduct the bad debts and just deduct the PDD that we have to maintain. Fine. Then we have stock, machinery and building. For all these three assets, we have depreciation. Okay. So value of stock is 1 lakh, 3 lakh for machinery and 2 lakh for building. Right. So stock, 1 lakh is the value. There was depreciation of 5%, that is 5,000. So 95,000 rupees is the value of stock. Then we have machinery. Value of machinery given is 3 lakh rupees. Right. Then its depreciation was 15,000 rupees. So 2,85,000 is the value of machinery. Then we have buildings. Okay, 2 lakh rupees is the value given in the question. Its depreciation was 10,000 rupees. Okay, now the value of buildings is 1,90,000 rupees. Clear? Now once check with the balance sheet. Then we have patents. So patents was completely written off. Okay, so they don't have any value here. The value will be nil, and profit and loss account we have already transferred among the partners. So this will not be recorded. Okay, so you can mention here as patents and just put the value as nil. Okay, because they don't have any value now, right? Now everything is recorded in the balance sheet. Okay, when you total both the amount columns, you will get the balance of rupees 7,31,700 on both the sides.